solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the Senate inquiry? Please be seated. Thank you.
Thank you. Before the chair yields the floor to Senator Soto and those who will come or arrive later, the chair would like to ask the NAPOLCOM, the IAS, and the PNP. No, may NAPOLCOM ba? We invited the Vice. Darating ba siya? Wala pa. Pero darating. Anyway, andito naman si Yusek Kuy. No? I'd like to ask you kung ano na naging status, kung ano yung status ngayon ng mga kaso as follows, ano? GEQ, status ng mga yung administrative cases, no? As well as those of the policemen named in those cases. GEQ kidnapping with homicide, October 2016. The Maykawayan, Bulacan kidnap for ransom case, August 2016. The Mayor Espinosa and Raul Yap killings, November 5. Tsaka yung mga policemen who were caught on CCTV planting evidence. Then, after which, they raided the establishment here in the NCR last October 26. PNP first. Ano na mga status nito, mga kaso nito? Administrative cases.
These cases, sir, were investigated by the Internal Affairs Service.
Yeah, meron bang internal affairs? Ito pala, Attorney Triambulo. Kindly give us an update. No, kasi medyo matatagal, especially iba rito, yung kay Mayor Espinosa. Ano na mga status? One by one.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, and good morning to all. First, on the kidnap slaying of a Korean national. On January 13, we heard from the news regarding the kidnap slaying of Korean national. We immediately conducted investigation, which we completed 7 days after. Thus, on January 20, the case was referred for pre-charge investigation. January 23, the notices were sent to the respondent to file their counter affidavit. On January 25, only PO2 Balduino submitted his counter affidavit. On February 1, the pre-charge investigator found probable cause of the case, and on the same date, February 1, 2017, the case, the administrative charge for grievous conduct was filed against the 4 respondents. On February 8, 9, 10, and 16, the respondent received the summons requiring them to submit their answer. On February 20 and 17, only PO2 Baldurino and SPO4 Villegas submitted their answer. Now, this morning at 9:30, supposedly the schedule of pre-hearing conference, and 15 thereafter, the case should be resolved by the IAS.
When do you expect to resolve this case?
Sir, since the respondent, some respondents were present here, so we have to receive the, in fairness to them, we have to receive the pre-hearing on Monday. And
Yes,
then 15 days thereafter, we will resolve the
But what's your
case.
timeline?
Before the end of March, sir, we will already release our resolution on this case.
Okay. Next case.
Regarding to the Marcos case, sir, medyo po matagal to dahil there are so many lawyers represented by individual respondent, more or less 10, and they were submitted Boliviano's document, and marami pong mga issues ni-raise, and considering that they were assigned and being restricted custody at Camp Crame, so yung kanilang witnesses as well the witnesses of the prosecution nasa sa Region 8 po. Kaya inaalaw po yung mga several postponement. Now, the EAS already resolved the case. And considering of the voluminous records, I said a while ago, the Chief PNP requested the EAS to drop his decision. So we have to again review and scrutinize this voluminous record, sir. Now, hopefully, this coming mid of March, the decision of the Chief PNP will be released.
End of March?
Middle of March, sir.
Middle of March.
Yes, sir.
So March 15. Next case.
Now, with regards to yung video na pinapakita.
Before that, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Senator Bam Aquino. Welcome, sir.
With regards to yung video na pinakita nyo last hearing, sir, no? Now, we initially conducted pre-charge after our investigation nung kaso because of there are so many series of violation on the police official procedure. So, and tulad nung di allow civilian to participate in the conduct of investigation. Yung nanakit po doon, dalawa pong Chinese po yon. Yung nananakit sa video, meron pang isang civilian na hindi ma-identified. And then we also identified other unit na hindi naman kasama. Yung taga-Caloocan, si a certain PO3 Mabalot, yung naka-black po siya na may hood. No? So yung...
Pero di ba lahat sila identified?
Yes, sir.
They were instructed to report, di ba?
Yes, sir.
And they were due for transfer ba? To Basilan? Nasama ba sila doon? Yung mga transfer? Hindi. Where are they now? What's their status? Under restricted custody?
Under restricted custody, sir.
So all of these people, all of these policemen are under restrictive custody?
Yes, sir.
Pati yung sa GEQ, pati yung kay Marcos, yung Espinosa case, under restrictive custody?
Yes, sir.
PNP?
Yes, sir.
So when do you expect to resolve the planting of evidence case, yung caught on CCTV? Anong timeline? Nasa pre-charge pa rin hanggang
Nasa
ngayon?
pre-charge, sir, but we're still gathering more. Our investigation is still continuing. So, nag-conduct din kami ng financial investigation, record check, as well yung ma-establish namin yung modus operandi because there are thousands of cases where dismissed by the court because of this planting of evidence, illegal search, etc.
Okay. Next case, yung sa May Kawayan, Bulacan, kidnap for ransom. I understand there's a preliminary investigation at the DOJ, ongoing ngayon. Pero anong status ng administrative case? The case of Danny Coral. CIDG, yung involved in the CIDG team in Bulacan. Walang administrative case. Nauna pa ito eh. This happened in August 2016. Where are they now? You know, di ba, it's all over the news. You're undertaking an internal cleansing, di ba, sa PNP. And these are live cases. These are cases under investigation by the PNP because this actually occurred. As a matter of fact, there are pending criminal cases involving these people. So, ang tanong ko, anong status na nung administrative case or cases? Let me acknowledge pala the presence of Senator Laila De Lima. Welcome, ma'am. Please proceed, Roel.
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, good morning. As regards to the administrative cases of the personnel involved in the kidnapping incident in May Kawayan, Bulacan, the admin case, Your Honor, is already with IAS. I believe the Inspector General has just forgotten the referral that was given to them.
Yes, Your Honor. I remember this case was referred to us probably 2 weeks ago. The CIDG already, Your Honor, completed the pre-charge investigation. So what we did, we filed the case against these two CIDG personnel involved with kidnapping.
That's criminal.
The
Administrative. So, nasa summary,
they are already waiting for their submission opposition paper, Your Honor. The pre-charge of...
how many are being charged administratively in this particular case?
I forgot the name. Dalawa po yun, dalawang CIDG personnel, Your Honor.
Mr.
Dalawa
Chair,
lang.
there are 2 CIDG personnel. We only got the evidences taken from the criminal cases, Mr. Chair. So the administrative one, we filed a case on the 2 PNCOs. But for the officer, Mr. Chair, that is the PO Bulacan, the administrative case is with CIDG pertaining to violations of specific instructions.
So, nasa pre-charge stage pa lang sa CIDG?
No,
Yung
Mr. Chair, nasa summary hearing na po, Mr.
summary
Chair.
hearing.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You're also conducting summary hearing ba sa CIDG?
Yes,
Di ba
Mr.
dapat
Chair.
consolidated sa IAS? Di ba magulo yan?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair, kasi yung criminal case, Mr. Chair, pertain only sa dalawang PNCO.
Okay.
Itong PO, walang nakitang criminal case against him. So, because of some violations regarding sa pagpapa-pre-ops at saka yung...
You know, because I understand, he's being summoned by DOJ, by the prosecutor, hindi siya nag-a-appear kasi ma-identify siya nung driver who turned over the ransom money. And later on, I'll ask DOJ about that case, if you're familiar with that. Kasi nasa PI matagal na rin yung preliminary investigation, hanggang ngayon, wala pang resolution. No, it keeps on dragging. Anyway, sige, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, if only we can receive subpoena to let the provincial officer report to the DOJ, then personally I will take note of this, Mr. Chair.
Well, I understand, he was sent summonses, no? These people, the other, kasi dalawa lang na-charge pwede bang dalawa lang nag-abduct? There were 8 of them.
That was the findings of the AKG when they investigated the case, Mr. Chair.
Anyway, sige. So, kailan matatapos ito, IAS, itong kaso to? These are 4 cases. I believe there are other cases, but ito lang yung relevant dito sa issue at hand, yung Tokham for ransom. That's why we're interested, the committee is interested to find out anong mga statuses na nitong mga administrative cases, as well as yung mga status din ng mga policemen involved. So, ang timeline nyo doon sa GEQ, end of March, resolved, may resolution. Yung sa Espinosa killing, middle of this month, or March, middle of March. Yung sa planting evidence, wala pa, open-ended.
On the stage of pre-charge investigation, Your Honor.
Okay. And then yung sa May Kawayan, wala pa.
Kawayan, Your Honor,
2 weeks ago lang.
mid of March, we will release our resolution, Your Honor.
Okay. Anyway, thank you very much. And now you will the floor to Senator Soto.